What's up guys, welcome back to the Young Meister, and in today's video I wanted to talk about if Ubisoft can have a comeback. If you didn't know, Ubisoft is making a new Assassin's Creed game called Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's coming out in a few days on the 5th of October, and yeah, it's actually pretty good. In my last video I was talking about how they basically went back to the roots with the Assassin's Creed games, and a lot of people like that because Assassin's Creed Mirage is finally going to be the Assassin's Creed game that we always wanted. And yeah, they're finally going back to the roots with stealth and all that. So I wanted to talk about if it's possible for them to have a comeback, because as you know, Ubisoft also makes games like Watch Dogs and Far Cry, and they've had the same problem as with the other Assassin's Creed games where they were kind of moving away from the roots, or they started changing things and fans didn't like that. But as we can see, they came to their senses and started to do the right thing with Assassin's Creed Mirage. So is it possible for them to do the same thing with Watch Dogs and all the other games? Well, I'm here to talk about that. So yeah, let's get into the video. So, as you know, Assassin's Creed Mirage is coming out on the 5th of October, and yeah, Ubisoft have been going back to the roots with those games, and who knows, maybe they could go into their senses with their other games, such as Far Cry, Ghost Recon, Watch Dogs. And yeah, the Watch Dog games have kind of fell off ever since. Watch Dogs is actually sort of new to the Ubisoft games. It only has 3 games, while as you know, Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, they have like 6 or 13 games. And a lot of Ubisoft games have been falling off because they're not the same as the classics. But we can see that they're starting to change that, and they're going back to the roots with Assassin's Creed Mirage. And basically, I think that they could have a comeback if they continue this way with their other games. And if they just keep moving this way, you know, like with Assassin's Creed and all that, they could have a chance to win back the fans, you know? Maybe if, I don't know, like maybe with Watch Dogs, who knows, maybe we could continue the story of Eden Pierce or something. But yeah, they could definitely win back the fans if they just continue the way that they're going now with Assassin's Creed and continue to do these things with, you know, like Watch Dogs. So Watch Dogs 1 or 2 actually sold about 10 million copies. They sold 10 million copies of Watch Dogs 2, which was a big deal. But then later, somewhere around 2020 or 2021, they released Watch Dogs Legion, which didn't sell as well as Watch Dogs 2. So you can see it was the same thing with the Assassin's Creed games where they started changing things and fans didn't like that. I did play Watch Dogs Legion, and the game wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good, but it wasn't as good as the other previous games. But what they did was there was this Legion system where you could play as anybody in the NPC. You had a Legion and all that, and a lot of fans didn't really like that because if you're playing against like a Legion, you could just get any NPC. There wasn't really a main character in the story, and I think that was the problem with Watch Dogs Legion. There wasn't really a main character. The concept of it was pretty nice, you know, with like bringing the NPCs and you forming your own crew, but yeah, the concept was nice, but was not really executed well because we all know that it didn't sell as well as previous games, you know, Watch Dogs Legion. And yeah, Watch Dogs has kind of been left off since. I don't think they're gonna make another Watch Dogs game, but yeah, they were changing things, same as they did with Assassin's Creed. And yeah, I really think that if they continue this route, like the one that they're going with Assassin's Creed, I think there's something Ubisoft is planning. Like, who knows, maybe they might go back to the roots of the other games. Sure, you do have to change a few things. I mean, you can't be doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's just going to become repetitive. But what you can do is like keep the same style, but you know, like make something new of it. So I feel like they could do something like that with Assassin's Creed, where we have a new protagonist and all that. It's still the same Assassin's Creed as the old one. That's what fans like. They brought back the nostalgia. But who knows, maybe we could like make an Ezio trio, because you know the old Assassin's Creed game was about Ezio like for 3 games. So who knows, maybe they could do that with Assassin's Creed Mirage. And yeah, I really think that Ubisoft would be able to have a comeback with all their games. Ghost Recon. I really think that if they continue this route and listen to the fans and not try to drift too far away from what they're originally known for, I really think they'll be able to, get back the fans with the old games, such as Watch Dogs, because Watch Dogs is actually pretty cool. When it came out, the first game sold very well. The graphics didn't look as good as in the trailer, but the game was well. But then Watch Dogs Legion, things didn't go as planned. But who knows? Maybe and hopefully Ubisoft will make another Watch Dogs game. I don't know if that's going to happen, but hopefully they'll follow the same thing they do with Assassin's Creed and just go back to the roots, but not change things, like not do things over and over again, but change a few things, but still make it a Watch Dogs game. Same thing with Far Cry. Change a few things up and don't drift too far away from the original games. Like, I don't know, maybe leave in a few sneak peeks there and there, but don't drift too far away from the original games. And yeah, I really think if they do that, the games that they're making will really go well. So yeah, it's possible for them to have a comeback. I mean, especially with Watch Dogs, it's still kind of new. They only have 3 games, whereas with their others, they have like 6 and 13 with Assassin's Creed. Next with Far Cry. Far Cry 6, I actually liked the game. It was pretty cool, when they added Giancarlo. And the game was pretty cool, but they didn't do as well as the previous games. And that's the problem with the new Ubisoft games, is that they're kind of drifting apart and it started changing. But now Ubisoft is actually doing something pretty good, with Assassin's Creed, and they could probably do the same with Far Cry and Breakpoint, Ghost Recon. So with Far Cry, who knows, maybe they might add in Voss back in like Far Cry 7 or something. Not drift too far away. I remember they did make a Far Cry Primal, where it was back in those prehistoric days, but yeah, that was really drifted far apart from the other games. And Far Cry 6 was actually pretty fun though. It was really fun, goofy. They had like goofy weapons, which I actually kind of liked. It was pretty cool. But yeah, maybe with Far Cry 7 they could maybe like add in Voss or mention the other characters in the previous games, and maybe that would do well. But it's possible for them to have a comeback with their other games, because Ubisoft actually makes a lot of good games, like with Breakpoint, Ghost Recon. Ubisoft is mostly known for stealth. If you didn't know, because Watch Dogs uses stealth, Assassin's Creed uses stealth. Far Cry 6, it does use stealth, but for me personally, when I'm playing Far Cry, I don't use stealth that much. But yeah, if they just continue with the route that they're moving with Assassin's Creed, who knows, maybe 2025 they might release a new Far Cry game, and it will sell well because they're going back to the roots. Same with Assassin's Creed, because what they did with Assassin's Creed Mirage, which they used nostalgia, and that was actually pretty cool. So bringing the fans back to Assassin's Creed, it's actually going to be pretty cool. It's going to be well. I really hope that they manage to do something with these games just to make it feel like the games that we used to play, like Far Cry 4. I remember Far Cry 3 sold very well, especially with Voss, and the protagonist starting to change throughout the story. And yeah, they just need to keep going. Assassin's Creed, we'll see how it does with sales within the first week, and yeah, the game's gonna be pretty well. Hopefully they've learned from Assassin's Creed, and who knows, they'll apply the knowledge that they use for Assassin's Creed Mirage, like, oh, we're gonna just change this up, but we're gonna still go back to this nostalgia and do the things that we did with the old games. Who knows, maybe they might do that with Watch Dogs. I really hope they do that with Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is one of my favorite Ubisoft games, because with all the hacking and stuff, I really like that. So who knows, hopefully they bring back Watch Dogs and they fix, not fix, but get back to the roots with their other games like Ghost Recon and such, because what they're doing with Assassin's Creed Mirage. But we'll see in the near future how Ubisoft does. I really think they're doing something well with Assassin's Creed Mirage, especially with the new release date trailer that they did. And I'm really excited for that game, but I'm also excited to see what Ubisoft can pull off. I really think that they can have a comeback in the studio and not be known as this other studio that, with all those microtransactions, we don't want them to end up like EA. But yeah, we'll talk about EA later. But yeah, we don't want them to end up like that. We want them to go back to the roots, but still change a few things, like Far Cry 5 is pretty good, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 6, I didn't really have a problem with it, but yeah, we just need Ubisoft to, lift their socks up and start doing some pretty cool games. And yeah, we'll see in the near future how they do. I really think they have a chance for a comeback, with what they're doing with Assassin's Creed Mirage. But we'll see how Assassin's Creed Mirage does, and who knows, maybe in the future Far Cry 7, Watch Dogs 4, Watch Dogs Revelation, we'll see. But I'm really excited. I really hope that they learn from their past mistakes and they start applying what they know, from previous games into the new ones. And yeah, I really think they have a chance to pull this off and start being, one of the best studios, because I really do like studios. They're like in my top 10 along with Rockstar Games. But yeah, man, they make pretty cool games, especially with the stealth and all that and the parkour that they're known for. I know that Ubisoft can definitely pull this off. They just keep doing the right thing that they're doing right now with Assassin's Creed. And yeah, we'll see how they do in the near future. Hopefully they apply their knowledge. Hopefully we can have these amazing games back like Far Cry. And yeah, we'll just see. Comment down your thoughts about if you think it's possible for Ubisoft to have a comeback, or if you think that maybe, just share your opinion down in the comments. Maybe comment down what I should talk about next, or make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. I'm Neomeister, and I'll see you guys next time.